But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Last Minute Podcast. On the left, I got Big Tina.
Hola.
On the right, I got Zebo G.
Yep.
And today we got a very special guest.
The go by the name of Slade the Supreme.
Yes, sir. And we back. Episode 116 of the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas. Back again. Another day.
Another day?
Another day.
Another day.
How's everybody's weekend?
It's been good. It's been
I'm
my...
getting some rest.
Getting some rest?
Much needed rest.
Labor Day weekend. Most
Been
people
good.
off tomorrow.
Yeah. Birthday weekend.
Birthday weekend.
Been solid.
Happy birthday, by the way.
I appreciate
Everybody
that.
wish Zebo a happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And it's been solid. Good weather. Good times. Good people. It's blessed to see another year.
Yes, sir.
Can't complain.
Slade?
Hey man, I've been chilling all weekend. I've been moving and shaking, so it's a bit of a contradiction. I'm chilling and I'm moving
And shaking. But
yeah, all that. So it's been busy. It's gonna be a lot busier leaving from here, but glad to be here, man.
Yes,
By the
sir.
way, it's an honor to be here, man. It's a lot of legendary people that have sat in the seat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
For sure.
happy
For
to
sure.
just be included
we-
in the bunch, man.
yeah, we glad to have you.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
We knew we had to get you on here.
All is well. All is well. Let's go ahead and kick it off with what we've been listening to this past week. Tanner, we're gonna start with you.
What have I been listening to? Let's see.
Sure, I've been listening to. Let's see.
Giggs dropped a new album. Y'all know my opinion on UK rap. I'm not a big fan of it, mainly the accent. I have trouble getting past it. But Giggs' album Zero Tolerance is pretty hard. So I went and ran that. I listened to Rory and Maul. He was a guest on there, so it kind of made me want to tap in. So went and ran that.
Like he just dropped it this past week.
Nah, he dropped it August 18th. So
Oh, okay.
2 weeks ago. Still listening to Friday's album. That shit is dope. I did not expect him to put out such a good project based on just what I knew of him. Right.
Yeah.
So like the only thing I'd ever heard from him was God Did.
Yeah.
And then he put out this album. This album's hard. Still listening to That Boy Then, Sauce Walker. Still listening to that Mexican OT, Lone Star Luchador. That shit is hard.
What a name.
He different. That's the first
Still
project.
out,
That's the first project I've listened to in a while where it was like, this is something different.
Yeah.
It's like not the same like copy and paste
Right.
that we normally get from like the mainstream artists.
Right.
So
I gotta
that's
run
pretty
that.
hard. Still listening to Santiago by Russ. That shit is hard. The Patience by Mick Jenkins. No Sleep This Week, Austin Davis. I did listen to A Quest Called Life Volume 3. And I did go run back the first one as well. Quest Called Life Volume 1. Still running Tyra's Son, Dion by Lynn Martin.
Oh yeah. Shout out, Coach.
Ran my 6 songs on Utopia. What else? Still listening to Ombre, and then last night we kind of got in our bag with the classic music, so I just ran through the playlist, listening to some Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige,
Oh yeah. He was in there.
R&B bag, so
He was in
a
there.
little bit of Erica,
Yeah.
so
He was in there.
we was in there.
Okay. Solid list from Tanner. Slade, let's go with you.
Man, I listened to a lot of music that dropped last year. I'm really into Vince Staples' album.
Oh, hard.
Amazing,
I really love that.
Hard.
I like Jack Harlow's album.
hard.
Okay. Talking about
what's
Jackman?
Is it Jackman where he was just rapping?
Yeah.
Like not a lot of mainstream stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
I love that. And of course I listened to A Quest Called Life Volume 1.
Yeah.
Volume 2. But I got together with my college homies this weekend, so I've been running a lot of like things you would usually hear in like college parties. Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. A whole bunch of Gucci, a whole bunch of Shawty Low, a whole bunch of Jeezy.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
y'all feeling good.
Oh yeah, y'all was partying. Yeah, y'all was lit.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, it was borderline, maybe we gonna shoot somebody tonight, maybe we wouldn't, but it was what it was.
Facts. I feel that. Okay. That was
What was that?
that was
Is that a
shooting.
firecracker?
Was that our new gun? I don't like that.
I mean, that's been the one, bro.
What?
That's yeah.
Am I tripping?
You're
You're
not.
not, because I ain't heard that either.
Oh.
That's like firecracker.
Hit that one more time. Yeah, that ain't it. All right.
They missed.
22, man.
Somebody got a 38 special out. All right.
Tina, go ahead with your
Go
list.
So I'm going to catch up from last week. No Name dropped Sundial.
Okay.
She dropped it on the 11th. It is a beautiful album.
Beautiful.
She got in and out.
Okay.
Beautiful
How
album.
many songs?
I believe 11.
I might have to tap in.
11.
I missed that.
Beautiful. She talk her shit. Then I listened to Sexy Red by Texaco. Then I listened to... Yeah, I just listened to Sundown for a while. Then I listened to Michael by Killer Mike again.
Hard.
That's a really good album.
Great album.
I understand why you gave it the rating you gave it.
Yeah.
Then I think you'll also like Dustin Conrad. That's who I've been, or Destin Conrad. That's who I've been listening to. He worked with Ombre.
Okay.
Then I went and listened to Utopia again. The play value is starting to...
I'm telling you, man, it ain't there.
All I go to is I Know.
Yeah, I did check out Utopia. Utopia dropped on the same day as mine, so I wasn't really like paying attention to it when Travis dropped. But I think I had the better album that day. I'm just...
I could agree with that.
I would say I do go back to more songs on A Quest Called Life Volume 3 than Utopia.
I listen to I Know, and I get out the way.
Yeah, that's about it for me too.
Then I listened to Jordan Ward. He has more Ford. He dropped a deluxe. Actually pretty good.
Okay.
Then I listened to Amendi. She dropped a song called Greenhouse. Then Victoria Monette, she dropped Jaguar 2. Really good album.
I've heard people talking about that.
It's really good.
Lot. Yeah, so I might tap into that.
Then I listened to... Let's get to this one. I've been quiet at work. Work been stressful. My cousin put me on Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Fire.
They got some wild songs.
They put instruments that you don't think that they're supposed to put together, and they make it sound well.
Yeah.
Fire.
They also got like some wild storytelling in their music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I listened to the Isley Brothers.
Oh, can't go wrong with the Isleys.
Solid list.
Sound like everybody had a pretty good week.
Solid list. And then from my list, listen to So Nothing Was the Same. Solid album.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nah, I can't go wrong.
Preparing for that Drake concert.
No, just
We ain't really got
ran
to prep for that, dude.
Nah, I just ran it really. Listen to Cody Shane's EP. Very good. In and Out. I think it's 6 songs maybe. Been listening to Tyler Creator Goblin.
Hard.
Listen to that. Listen to Texaco's new EP Look Inside. Sauce Walker. That Boy Dan. Listen to some Mavi. Shout out Mav.
Shout out Mavi.
Some Big Moochie Great. Listen, his project.
He from Memphis?
Yes, yeah. He's under Paper Route.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then listen to Good Movie, Pierre Bourne. Solid project. That's a good album. I would give it a 7, but it got some good songs on it.
Man, I just cannot get tapped into him.
For real?
Yeah, like his production is just so amazing, but it's just not there for me.
A lot of people can't get into his songs. They respect it, but a lot of people can't dive into like his songs.
I wish he just dropped beat tapes. I would listen to Transitions all day.
I listen to Doors, Earl Sweatshirt.
Hard.
Listen to a lot of Janae Aiko, just her music in general. And I dived into King Combs. He hard.
P. Diddy son? He has his moments.
He does have his, that's the best way to put it.
He has his moments.
He does have his moments. But the songs that are good, they are good. And of course, Larry June. Can't go wrong with Larry June.
Can't go wrong, Larry June.
And ran YG Apollo, Valley Dupain.
Hard.
Can't go wrong with that. But solid list from everybody this past week.
Everybody had a good week of music.
Amen. So this month, new month, new music. So for albums dropping this month, we have Lancey Fox dropping back to the Trap. We have Tizo Touchdown, ended up being me, and we have Westside Gun, and Then You Pray For Me.
Can't wait for that.
Drake For All the Dogs, whenever that come out. We have Everybody Can't Go, Benny the Butcher. That's what I'm excited for. We have Vic Mensa, Victor, Kid Cudi, Insano, Polo G, Hood Poet, ASAP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb, Smino, She Already Decided To, Ken Carson, A Great Chaos, Ghostface Killer, Untitled Right Now, Georgia Smith, Falling or Flying. And that's all we have for September for this month.
Which one y'all excited for?
Smino,
Westside,
Georgia Smith.
and Benny.
Yeah.
Drake done pissed me off. So
Drake done pissed you off?
he playing.
What Drake do?
He ain't dropped the tape.
Oh, yeah. He was playing me and Henry bad.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2 for the live stream.
Yeah.
You are.
It went solid, though. It went solid.
Yeah, you skipped the pink tape. That shit was terrible. That was the
Yeah, if
worst.
you didn't
that
give
was
it
the
a
worst.
1.
That was the worst 3.5 hours of my life.
The worst?
It's up there. I'm be honest with you. It's up there.
That's crazy.
It was fun though, kind of. Yeah, he played with us with the For All the Dog shit. But yeah, West Side and Benny is definitely really West Side. Cause
Yeah, West Side.
can't wait to hear
Always.
the sequel to Pray for Paris.
Definitely want to see what Rocky sound like because it's been, I think, 4 years since he dropped Testing.
I thought it was 2017. I might be wrong.
It is 2017. So
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. So we'll see. We're just gonna see how that sounds. But yeah, that's what we got coming out this month for September. So should be a solid month as long as everybody is dropping. So for rap news, we have Trinidad James says Gunna saved male hip hop with his album A Gift and a Curse. He goes to Instagram. Excuse me. Please stop saying the summer was boring. That's a lie. If you want to, that's a lie you want to make true. Gunna saved it for male hip hop. God don't make mistakes. Hashtag dad.
I just don't agree.
Okay, anyway, next. I mean, it was a good album, but I don't know about Save Male Hip Hop.
Yeah,
for the
Save
song.
is a strong
I don't even know what
word.
he means by that.
I mean, it was a good album, but
Save.
it ain't make my summer.
I think people under like the assumption that because a lot of female rappers are like prospering right now,
Yeah.
you know, male hip hop or men in hip hop are just sinking down. It's just like rest the internet, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, there's a general push for certain things that are popping at the time. Women's empowerment is very popping at the time. Sexuality being expressed openly by women is very popping at the time. So, you know, of course, there's going to be the push right now. But, you know, if you want to listen to a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just look him up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know about Save.
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
feel
save
like
is a big word.
I feel like every time we talk about Trinidad James on this podcast, he just made some kind of random statement that
He's an interesting person.
I just don't. I don't know.
Very odd character.
Very
Yeah.
odd, and he's always been odd. Like since he came out, he's just always been saying weird shit.
Yeah, he's interesting. His shoe game crazy. We have 50 Cent. So according to TMZ, 50 Cent was apparently handled several microphones that didn't work, losing his cool and allegedly throwing the mic. Although he wasn't aiming at the woman, he wound up hitting. She wound up with a big cut on her forehead. TMZ sources say she was supposed to be in the restricted area in the first place. The woman, Power 106 radio midday host, wound up in the hospital.
Damn, I know she was on the radio going crazy.
Going crazy.
He beat
Dang,
that
that's a
shit.
dent.
Yeah, he beamed her
Got a
shit.
dent in the forehead.
That's fucked up. What's up with everybody throwing bikes?
They
Mike-
mad at the DJ.
Cardi B throwing
Yeah.
mics, 50 throwing mics.
Cardi
Well,
B.
Cardi B's was warranted that first time. Because you're not about to throw something at me and then...
That's a weird situation because she told people she was telling people to throw water on her.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
I think the way like the picture was posted of the shorty that got hit, I think it was just like hilarious because it looked like 50 Cent taking out shots.
Yeah,
It was very hilarious.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
bro, he beamed her shit though.
Yeah, for sure.
Now he did definitely speed bullet throw the microphone.
Yeah.
So if the one that like, cause he threw a couple, but if the one that I saw where he launched it back and that one hit her,
Yeah,
like yeah, she got a
Yeah.
mill on the way.
yeah, that did some damage. You know, 50 Cent always getting sued.
And that nigga's
Yeah,
extreme.
he do.
That nigga built like a gorilla. So, yeah,
Facts,
you know
facts,
that shit
facts.
hurt.
Facts.
Bro, I saw a clip. He said his whole career he spent like $23 million on legal fees.
Millions?
Yeah,
I need to get in the line of 50 Cent.
That's a lot of money just for that.
Things to pay
everybody
for.
sued 50.
Yeah, just for that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, more power to him.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. And then last topic, Lil Pump sold his Miami Beach home to Green Bay Packer Aaron Jones for $7 million. Lil Pump paid $4.65 million for it in 2019. And everybody's congratulating him for making a good investment.
Hey, that's a good flip.
That is a good flip.
Shout out Lil Pump.
Yeah, that is a good flip.
Maybe he doing better than I would expect.
Might be his last win.
He ain't had one in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, that's all for rap news. So yeah, slow week. Hey, I try to pull the quote best, and that was what I came
It's a
with.
slow weekend hip hop.
That was what I came with. So we're gonna transition and dive into the interview portion with Slade the Supreme. Slade, give us a quick rundown of who is Slade the Supreme.
I'm a nobody, man.
I just don't agree.
I rap really good, I guess. Just a regular dude, man. I just like making music. That's it.
A regular dude that like making music. Okay. Word.
So we normally like when the first time somebody gets on here, we kind of like to do the whole beginning to end story. So
Yeah.
kind of give us a breakdown. Like where was you born? Where you from originally?
I was born in Kinston, North Carolina, but I grew up in Savannah, Georgia until like the age of 13. Then I moved back to North Carolina and kind of really started like getting into music, like actually doing it seriously. I started rapping just on like a bus back when I was in Savannah, Georgia. This kid told me he was like, Eminem is the best rapper of all time. And I was like, no, he isn't.
Yeah,
and
he was
at
right.
the time, you know what I'm saying, I'm from Georgia, so I'm very prevalent on like real Georgia artists.
Yeah.
And I told this nigga, I said, nigga, Lil Jon better than Eminem.
All right,
That's wild.
That might be a crazy statement.
Yeah, that's wild.
But at the time, man, I mean, Lil Jon was popping.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was what was on the radio every day. But kid was named Joey High, and I remember him like it was
Shout out
just,
Joey.
yeah, man.
Shout out Joey High.
I was like, yeah, what a cool last name.
We had a
Facts.
rap battle. Yeah, he does have like a rapper name.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, hopefully that's his at name. I hope that's a good at name. Joey.
But we had a rap battle in like it's like third grade. One of the older kids he was asleep. He got up. He said, "Man, both of y'all shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas can't rap." And I've been the type of person like all my life. Like when somebody tells me I can't do some shit, I go super extra hard to try to prove them wrong. Yeah. So that started my rap career, man.
Well, shout out to that dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Joey.
Yeah, man. And the kid's name is Jabril.
Joey and
I can't even remember his last name, but I know his sister. Like I was in school with his sister.
Yeah.
Like in a disrespectful way, but
All right. Connect the dots.
Brad to clarify, he was like,
Right.
I know his sister.
No
but not
disrespect.
Like that.
not in a disrespectful way. But that kind of like started my rap career. Well, like me rapping, and I started like freestyling. I didn't write down a single verse until like I was like maybe like 16.
Okay.
And then that's when I started. I think maybe at like 13, I started like recording stuff on my phone.
Just messing around type shit.
Little Samsung, one of the first touch screens there probably ever was. And it sounded terrible. But I still uploaded it to MySpace. Still, made all my friends and stuff listen to it. Share
Yeah.
it.
So you was on it early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to be. I wasn't doing it at a very professional level, but I know what I wanted to do, in a sense. So a lot of people started like listening to it, like seeing and hearing the potential. And again, I'm just freestyling. I'm not even writing it down. But I realized like I started losing a lot of lines and a lot of different things that I could reiterate, like started losing them. So around the age of 16, I said, I'm going to just start jotting things down.
Okay.
Started writing. I upgraded from recording on my phone to recording with the input mic on my computer. Small step, but made a big difference at the time. Started uploading them to MySpace. Around that time, I was doing like weird shit, like making cartoons with Windows Movie Maker.
Okay.
And Microsoft Paint.
Yeah. So kind of what year was this? Would you say?
This is 9th grade year, so 2009, 2010 area.
Okay.
2000, like all this is like 2008 between 2011.
Okay.
So just hustling, trying to like get stuff out. And, like I was making funny cartoons to go with the music.
Just as like a form of promo kind of thing.
Not
like,
even just like doing shit that I like to do, man.
I feel.
I'm really into graphic design. Like all my graphics and shit, I make them.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Everything from top to bottom. Like a lot of the shit that you see anywhere involving me, like I do it hands on.
Okay, that's dope.
So just like doing shit that I like to do, just being a fucking kid, exploring life. Really no I don't think at that time it really clicked in my mind like you can do this.
Yeah.
I think it was just like
so in those early stages, kind of what were some of the artists that were kind of influencing the way you rap, your style, and
shit, man. I
just
say,
kind of formed you as a rapper?
like when I was freestyling and shit, I say like the first person that made me like reiterate the way that I did shit or like reevaluate the way that I did shit was Andre 3000.
Okay.
And this was when Andre 3000, maybe when I was like 10, 11, started going on that run of just getting on remixes of songs
Right.
Yeah.
and fucking obliterating people.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker said, I can give a damn about your car, but then I would be. And that shit just sent me into like a
Like a
mental
spiral.
conundrum. Like I was like, yo, what the fuck does that mean? And it was like that was when I made the decision. Like that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Like I want to like fuck people's minds up and make them think instead of just rhyming shit and talking about AKs and shooting.
Yeah.
niggas that
So
I
that's
don't-
kind of when the lyricism started coming into play.
So yeah. But again, I was still freestyling, but I think that was necessary for me because it taught me the art of like freestyling and just like picking apart the shit that just comes to your head.
Yeah.
Right.
And crafting into something like on the spot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like I also wanted to make sure that shit was in there.
Yeah.
So I think like my whole writing style is like an encompassing of me freestyling and putting in shit that I know will fuck people's minds up. So yeah, man, all this shit was like very, very prevalent. But even before that though, like I say like Tupac was very influential in my life.
Okay.
Ice Cube, a lot of West Coast rappers because that was what my sister and shit was into. And then once I got older and my sister got an iPod, I asked for one the next Christmas. My mama got me one. I know what the fuck I was doing. I plugged up my shit to the computer because that's what it told me to do. Then I got my younger sister's shit, and she had Lil Jon and Kanye West and all that shit that really encompassed what the type of music that I make today.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
So really shout out to your sisters
Yeah, my sisters and my mom.
and your mom.
They all shaped my fucking like musical background. My mom was really into like gospel.
Okay.
And then like once my parents split up, she kind of got into a lot of soul music. So we would take road trips all the time, and I would listen to a lot of like soul shit.
Okay.
She had like hundreds of mixtapes of all types of shit, man.
What, like 60s, 70s soul music or
50s.
like 50s? Just
50s on down, man. There was a lot of Dales, Commodores, Stylistics, Osley Brothers, of course, Peebo Bryson, like, you know what I mean, the motherfuckers that was my
Classics.
age that
Yeah.
didn't know who the fuck Peebo Bryson was. It was like just everybody, Freddie Jackson, like everything.
yeah, just
All this shit that I use today in these fucking samples is like
yeah.
my mom, man.
But see, that's perfect though, because it just gave you like a good palette of music.
Yeah.
It's not just rap based. You get the soul in there. You get the feeling music is what I like to call that kind of music, because they put so much feeling in that music back then.
Facts. And then I went to a white school, so it was like there was a lot of like rock shit and like shit that I wouldn't really know about. Like tie yellow ribbon around the old oak tree is like one of the most fucking beautiful songs in the world to
Yeah.
me. America, 10 Man, all types of shit. So it's just like I got a good sense of music as like a youngin, you know.
Yeah.
And then like I grew into it, and the fucking internet made it so easily accessible. Just having like YouTube and all types of shit where you can just search things, man. And shit just blew my mind, man. Like I think I knew in the moment that I listened to T-Pain and Justin Timberlake remix of Can't Believe It, and I was sitting at the computer
This is a great time in music too.
at
Yeah, it
13
is.
years old, and that shit started giving me like heart palpitations. Like I couldn't breathe correctly.
Yeah.
because the shit was just
So
fucking,
good.
Like yeah. So I think in that moment it's like
That's a crazy.
it's
Yeah,
a
it
crazy.
is.
But like, it makes you want to go back and listen to it. 'Cause
But
I'm
the
like,
way
what
that
was
a
shit
you
just
beautiful
came
song.
on, and that nigga was just like whatever the fuck was playing.
The
the
sounds was
synthesizer, I was
crazy.
just like, what the fuck is this?
But I know that feeling. That's a good feeling.
Then that nigga was just like whispering. It was like, you make me feel so. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
That's
not like, you know what I'm saying?
I think in that moment you just realize like you hearing like great.
Yeah,
Like, this is great
This is
music.
greatness.
That
Yeah.
shit was fucking beautiful, man. Like I wanted to cry so bad, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I felt so good.
Yeah.
That is great.
I never thought we'd get that breakdown of that song.
For real.
Man.
I'm definitely listening. Listening
Yeah,
to
I
that
got to go
today.
run that when we get off here.
Definitely.
So you started really freestyling about 13. Said you started writing about 16. At what point did you like really start taking it serious? Maybe like reaching out, trying to get in the studios and
Shit, man.
or started recording. Do you record yourself?
Yeah, I do record myself
Okay.
now.
Oh,
Everything
nice.
from top to bottom, bro.
Okay.
Engineer, produce, everything.
One
All right,
man
that's
band.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. One man show.
For sure.
But I say around like my senior year in college, like a homie of mine that had been a homie for a little bit, he came up to me. He's like, I started being mad because I saw niggas going to football games or freestyling and shit. And
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that shit is whack. So I started challenging niggas like,
Yeah.
I want your head. Like, so we started battling early in the morning, 7 o'clock. We getting off the fucking bus, going to breakfast, and I'm battling niggas in the fucking lunchroom. Like, early in the morning, niggas ain't even really
They ain't
got
even
in
woke
school
up
yet. I want to battle, bitch.
You in it to win it for real.
But he was a demon, bro. Getting off
yeah,
the
that's
bus,
wild.
Sit at your table.
trying to battle at 7:30 in the morning.
If you don't
wild.
battle me, I'm calling your mama a bitch.
That's crazy.
So I'm getting off the bus, like trying to battle niggas, like, and I'm coming for all the niggas that niggas think is the top nigga. Like, either I'm gonna win or we gonna have a debatable battle. It ain't no loser for me, because I already done planned out how this shit gonna go, and it's gonna go the way I want it to go. And if it don't, we gotta fight.
So,
But I never had to fight though.
so kind of in that time, when did you start realizing that you were better than like the average person that's just freestyling?
Shoot, man, I don't even know. Like, to me, it's just like I don't know where the skill comes from. Like, it's inexplainable to me.
Yeah.
So, like a lot of times, like especially when I don't be thinking, like it's not a thought process to me. It's not like I'm thinking ahead of time what I'm gonna say. It just comes to me. So it really just be in those moments, like when I'm actually doing shit. It's like those moments where it comes together. Cause like I have self-doubt issues, undeniably.
Yeah, I think every human does.
I think when I don't create for a long time, I start to like doubt myself. Like, do I still got it?
Am I gonna lose it?
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I sit down with it, and it just in those moments is when it happens. It's just like, oh, whoa,
Yeah, where that comes
what the
from?
fuck did I even just like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
So would you say a lot of your music is like inspiration based? Like you got to be inspired in order to write music and kind of get in that mode?
yeah, I think. Yeah, so it is inspiration based, but I think I have the ability to pull from a lot of different experiences in my life.
Okay.
I think like my last album, like I think that was the greatest display of like that, where it's like I'm able to pull from a lot of different experiences that have happened from childhood until now, and just encompass them into creating great what I deem as great music. I don't like to speak for nobody else, but what I deem as great music, great lyricism, great storytelling. Yeah, so it is inspiration based, but I think I can find inspiration in anything. A lot of times, man, I don't have a beat. Like I write to the sounds of the wind.
The sounds of the wind is crazy.
Yeah, like I write to this. Like
That sounds like a spiritual journey.
Yeah, dude.
that's what this is for me though. Like it's like this shit is my therapy, man. Like in it, if I dropped the album and nobody fucking listened to it, I did that shit for me.
Yeah, you
Also,
still drop it no matter what.
Yeah, like I mean, of course, I want to live off this shit and do this shit for like for
Full
pay,
time, yeah.
But man, I make music for me. I tell niggas all the time, like if God was to physically come down in a spiritual being, wake me up out of my sleep and say, Slade, you're not gonna be successful at this. You're never gonna make a living off of this. You're never gonna be able to do this and make money. I wake up the next day and do the shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's just a passion. You just got a passion. It's your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you here?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, do you still battle rap just in general?
I think my last like stint at battle rapping was like on the radio. So I got called to like battle pretty much on 101.9 and Kiss FM, and I don't think that's Kiss on it. No. whatever the big radio station in Raleigh is, 101.9 is my hometown radio station. But
Okay, that's dope.
whatever the big radio station in Raleigh is, and Showtime
105?
probably gonna kill me. I don't need, bro. I can't. I think it's like 99.7. I don't know. Showtime's gonna kill me for that. But Showtime, like his assistant hit me up, pretty much get me on the show, and I think like for 7 weeks I just came in and I didn't really have like no understanding of what was going on. I just like
You just knew you was going to rap.
put somebody in front of me and it's just that. And I think that was like my last stint in like battling. I don't think I have the passion to like write opposition bars on a regular day.
Did you win those?
Oh yeah, I won all 7 and they retired me.
Oh, they put your drafter in the jersey.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they put your jersey in the
So
rack.
I was like my Kobe fail wear tool.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that's tight. That is tight for real.
We tired of Slade winning.
For real.
Put his jersey in the rafter. That shit funny. So kind of just digging through your Instagram, doing some research. I saw you were part of Collective Dope Music back in 2016, 2017. And are you still, is that still a collective?
It's not a thing no more. So that, like, when you asked me the question about like how things started, it's like that was a homie that came to me in senior year, and he was pretty much like, bro, I'm just starting out with making like beats and stuff. I know you've been rapping for a while, but it's like we can, you know what I'm saying, do something. And that was like where the dream was sold to me, that music is more than just a thing you can do for fun.
A hobby,
Yeah, like it's more than a hobby. It's more than just something you just do. And that's where, you know, like life kind of took a shift. So we worked that whole year together, senior year, and we put out a couple songs, and like it got buzzing around the school and everything. Then, you know what I'm saying, it was like, all right, how do we keep this going? Senior year, you know, niggas finna split.
Yeah, facts.
So we made the decision together, like, you know, of course, like I had other offers. I don't talk about this shit a lot, but I had somebody that could have got me into Harvard on a full ride.
Yeah.
Affirmative action type shit, but also I had good grades. UNCG damn near offered me a full scholarship.
Yeah.
I could have went to go play ball. Pretty much the coach wanted me to walk on, and then I get a scholarship.
So
but,
prefer walk on.
yeah, like I could have went to go play ball, but I said I'm not in love with the athletics no more. I wouldn't be happy at Harvard. UNCG was cool, but this is what I want to do. So we went to fucking college together.
Winston-Salem State, right?
Winston-Salem State University, yep. It just went fucking crazy, man. And that's pretty much where a lot of my, like, I guess, acclaim originally came from.
Yeah.
And I sprouted from there, and, you know, it made history.
So while you were on campus, kind of were you seeing support from, you know, some of your peers throughout campus? Or
Man, that shit was crazy because, like, Winston-Salem State was, at the time I was there, I can't speak on, like, the culture now, but it was a very supportive culture. It's like you're surrounded by a bunch of like-minded people, so you run into people that's into marketing. You run into people that are into, like, graphic design. You run into people that take pictures. You run into people that want to promote parties. You run into a whole bunch of like-minded people with you. And it's like, college is like this big-ass community. I'm sure, like, most of y'all probably went to college, but college is like this big-ass community of young niggas trying to do shit.
Yeah.
And it's easy to link with people to get together and do shit. So it's like, once we started that shit and it was, like, proving that we had a good product, and believe it or not, like, my first, like, pop, I guess, like, I speak in wrestling terms sometimes, but, like, my first pop was, like, fucking battling niggas out on the yard.
Yeah.
But it was like a school sponsored event. And I crushed, oh my God, it was like 7 niggas and I crushed them all.
So you really just come from that battle
I was
culture.
Yeah, I was
It's
about
just
to say.
all right, I'm about to go up here and I'm gonna rap better than everybody.
Yeah, literally.
I think when I write shit, I don't even be in the mind of battling niggas, but it's just like, I think I want to prove so bad that, like,
You just want to
you know what I'm
respect.
saying, that Jabril back in the day was fucking wrong. I want to just show this nigga, like, yeah, bitch, nigga, I did the. I'm sorry, Jabril.
Nah, you meant it. Nah.
You done said
I
it
know
now.
your sister. But yeah, man, I think I just want to compete. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like when I say on these songs, like when I say I'm the world's greatest, of course, you know, that's debatable.
Yeah.
I believe it, but you know,
As you
somebody
should.
Yeah, I
else
was like,
might
as
not.
you should though.
But I'm also like every time that I come out, I'm trying to prove that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to prove like I want to be in these conversations with Hov. I want to prove that I want to be in these conversations with Cole. Like I want to prove that. So it's like I think like a lot of my shit, I just like I can repurpose it as a battle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But shit is what it is, man. And I think that's what like proved like I was like a clear separation. And once that shit happened, like literally I got like 3 girls' numbers in that moment. So it was like, okay, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Flex.
Yeah.
That's tight though, because I'm a fan of battle. I'm a fan of just the battle rap culture, and I feel like a lot of rappers in music right now, that's not really like the culture to be in, or you just can't simply do it. So the fact that you can do that and you do it so good, and you know that you do it so good, that's really cool, because that's hip hop for real.
Yeah. And like
You know,
I'm not like a battle rap watcher, but
Yeah.
when I do, it's like that's a whole different level off the
Oh,
shit
yeah,
that
facts,
I do.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like all this shit is centered around like embarrassing niggas.
Oh yeah, essentially, yeah.
I just be saying slick shit from time to time.
Yeah.
I like to believe that like I could shift into that lane and actually do like full battle rap.
What's your gun bars like?
You know what I'm saying? I came in with 100 clips. I don't have 100 clips. A lot of them niggas would be fucking lying.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'd be cool like listening to niggas embellish all the shit that they do.
Yeah.
But it's like, nigga, you do not have 100 clips. Nigga, why would you even need that many clips?
Yeah, why would you even need that many?
100 for
Bro got
one
a-
person.
Bro got
That's
100
crazy.
clips for Glock 19. Bro,
Oh,
you know
that's
how long it's
crazy.
gonna take you to shoot 100
That's
clips?
crazy.
That shit is crazy. Don't need 2,000 rounds, yeah.
So
Send these niggas to the Ukraine.
going back to
Facts.
your college days. So I see you graduated in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Kind of
Honest.
was that a big achievement for you?
Yeah, for me, like from a personal standpoint, it was a big achievement because my mom, like I'm the baby of my family, so I got 3 older sisters that I claim, and then I have an older brother, of course, that passed away. If you listen to Dedication from A Quest Called Life Volume 1, that was about him. But you know, and like my older brother is like my stepbrother, so he's not like my mother's like actual blood child.
Yeah.
But of the 3 sisters that my mama deems as blood, it's just like all of them went to college, and you know, like stuff happened along the way. Life took its tolls, and they weren't able to finish in that time span.
So okay.
So I think like going to college and like, you know what I'm saying, just giving my mother that validation of like you were a good mother.
Yeah,
know what
you
I'm saying?
did.
Like,
You did what you were supposed to do. Yeah.
I think that was real more so important to me than actual like the degree. So from a personal standpoint, for sure.
That's dope. I know. I'm sure Tina can speak to this as well. I know Henry can, but yeah, we all 3 graduated college. I think that's a big achievement for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially if like nobody in your family, if you're a first generation college graduate, that's a big deal for.
And I think like I'm
everybody.
the first male in my family to graduate college.
That's dope.
So
Super dope.
Well, congrats.
but all my sisters went back. Like I don't want to leave that story off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but all my 2 of my sisters went back and finished it. They got master's degrees. My other sister's in Faulkner University for like law school.
Oh, okay. So they all doing their shit.
They
too.
all smart. You know what I'm saying? They had kids and shit, but they all smart, like super smart. My mom's super smart, and she passed all that shit down to us, man.
That's dope. So moving on to after graduation, you still working, still making music, working with a bunch of different people. And I will say, if rap don't work out, you could maybe go be an actor. Because I saw the short film, The Dream Theory.
Man.
Yeah.
So I wrote that whole thing and everything, man. I think like
So you scored that? You did the play, or you did
so-
the screenwriting or script writing and everything?
I wrote the script. I work with a director by the name of Miles Jordan.
Yep.
Miles Jordan, I went on Instagram, and he's like super like into like he was at Wake Forest for that.
Okay.
Like, for film and documentary film and all this stuff. So like Winston's a good place to go to school because you're surrounded by the School of Arts, Wake Forest, Salem College, PIU. It's like a whole bunch of colleges. I think it's one called Carolina University now. And it's like a whole bunch of like college. Winston is a college town. So you link with a lot of people just off of just doing what you do.
Yep.
But I was able to link with him and like I think it's called like a treatment or something. Like he treated it. I gave him the script. He wrote a treatment up for it, and we went from there, man. But yeah, I think like I like to think that like my passion is in music right now. But I think my gift to this life is actually like being a creative. Like I think I'm a creative in every sense of the word. Like from even like young age, like I was writing books and shit, like little short stories and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's like my gift to the world. So I think it's like it's a lot of possibilities for me. I like the acting shit though. Like,
I got you.
I like
That
playing
was
characters.
that was dope to see. Just the creativity it takes to do something like that. I mean, I think it was like 11 or 12 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
People don't realize how much work I'm sure that took to produce. I mean, people shoot a 3-minute music video.
Yeah,
and
that's 3 minutes.
No
so-
script, nothing, and it's like somebody just rapping to the camera or whatever, and that might take you 2-3 hours.
Right.
You know
once
what I'm
you
saying?
once you start doing like a whole film or script writing, there's more than just one person, just you and one other person.
Yeah.
That's a whole collection of work.
Yeah.
So can we see any more films coming soon? Any more acting roles?
I want to do a lot of different things, bro. But it's just like being outside of college, like it's hard finding a lot of people to do it. And man, shit costs money now. So
Oh yeah.
Like,
And finding people just to really want to do it.
yeah.
Finding people that are dedicated to shit like that is kind of hard once you get out of college and you're not surrounded by a bunch of creatives.
Because a lot of people, man, a lot of times once you get out of college, your dreams get killed, man.
Oh yeah.
The life beat you down, man.
Yeah.
That 9 to 5 kill everything.
A lot of the homies that had cameras and started out like doing shit, like a lot of them sold them just so they could survive and all types of shit, man. So
I've seen it all.
yeah, but Zebo's still going, man.
Appreciate
Maybe
you,
he'll,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll want to work with me one
Of
day.
course. Come on now.
Man, what?
That ain't nothing but a conversation.
So moving on, I believe that was 2018 when that dropped.
Yep.
I see you made a few stops at K97.5.
That's the
Do some
radio
rapping.
station.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when I was battling
Okay.
every single week. Like
That was
back to
dope. I
back
saw
to
you
back.
do. I think you did some freestyles on there as well.
Yeah, so that was part of the battles and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
I watched some of those clips. You was blacking out, and then kind of you just working with a bunch of different artists. I see you did a bunch of different features, and then in 2019 is when you started the Instagram freestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you started rapping on just pulling up classic beats and just blacking out on them.
Yeah, man.
Always a fan of those. Always a
yeah,
fan of those.
man.
That's how I found. That was the first time I ever saw you. I think you did. Damn, I can't remember what beat it was, but that was how I saw you. Popped up on my Instagram just randomly.
Yeah, man. I think that was just like me trying to prove Jabril wrong.
Shout out to
We need
Jabril.
an album title with that name.
Yeah.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proving Jabril wrong. You know what I'm saying? Coming 2025, bitch ass nigga.
That is crazy.
What is the beat?
For real.
Nah, man, but I think like it wasn't just Jabril. I think Jabril was just the first person that was just
that
like,
doubted it.
nigga, like you
That
keep
was
going, like-
enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think
It just took him.
I think around that time, like I think I was still kind of ticked off because like on my last year of like school and shit, like this dude came up to me. He was just like, "Bro, you just be going so hard." So just like to be honest,
That was just funny.
he was like, to be honest though, like you know what I'm saying, like you really be rapping though, like niggas don't want to hear this. But if it was 2002, like you be,
Oh man.
you be in there.
Backhanded compliment.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I said, bitch ass nigga. So I think I started rapping over like, top 40 rap hits.
Yeah.
Just to prove like I can do this too and I'm better than these niggas as well.
Yeah.
And I think that point was proven because it's like, yo, niggas was going crazy, man. But I think I rubbed a lot of like mainstream artists the wrong way. Fun fact, I don't really tell the story that much, but I pissed Ari Lennox off.
Not my
Oh
girl.
man.
Uh-oh. Red
yeah.
alert.
Yeah, I pissed Ari Lennox off because I was like I really was a fan, like a super fan of Ari Lennox. Like I knew about Ari Lennox before a lot of niggas. Like the moment she signed to Dreamville, before it was like press release and all that shit, like I knew about Ari Lennox. And like I had a crush. I like the way she looked. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, she fine as fuck.
For sure.
Absolutely. So I was really trying to like
You shooting your shot?
you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, like, you're a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most handsome nigga in the world. I'm the sexiest nigga alive. But I'm not the most handsome nigga in the world. But, you know,
That deserved a bomb.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can be sexy without being handsome. Podcast listeners.
What a quote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run with that one.
So how did you end up pissing off Ari Lennox?
Oh, man, I think I was just, like, pushing really hard. Like, I dropped a freestyle to Break Me Off. And it went super crazy. I think that was like one of the first videos I had that like before, you know, reels and algorithms and et cetera, like it busted over like 1,000 views. And I had like 300 plus comments maybe, like of people like, all right, Lennox, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Then I took it over to Twitter. All right, Lennox, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't just me, but you know, of course, you know. But Shorty went off on like, this was when she was getting on lives. Like,
Hell.
Shorty went crazy on me. She was like, listen here, you little chocolate wonder.
Whoa.
You are not my slave master. I was like, damn, you think I'm a chocolate wonder?
I gotta find this.
That's all you picked
I
up.
gotta find
That's
this.
all
She
you,
talked
she
just
said.
like
It's
that.
I
chocolate
got a
wonder.
video. That was a very detrimental part of my life. And I think I did like a second freestyle too over like Chris Brown's and Drake's joint. I can't remember the name of it.
No got it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you got it or something.
Yeah, no got it. You,
Oh yeah, no got it.
No got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So,
Henry. That's Henry.
Yeah, that's my jam.
and like it was crazy because like Ari Lennox was on like a press run. Like people was hitting me up from radio stations that she was going to. Like, hey, we actually got Ari Lennox here in the morning. I'm gonna show her the video. So it's like it was like a personal like. It wasn't even just me, but it was like a consistent press of Ari Lennox. Like
People was pressing her for you.
yeah.
What were you talking about on the freestyle exactly?
Man, I was just expressing my love for Ari Lennox again.
Okay.
I wasn't being rude.
Yeah, I was like,
you know
were
what
you
I'm
talking
saying?
shit or what?
I don't think that she was coming for you because she talks shit in a way that you be like, is she bad?
That's funny.
But she blocked me, so it was just like,
yeah, well,
she
then
blocked me, and then
personal.
after she did the live video, like somebody, like I was asleep, bro. I woke up at 3:00 in the morning because I was on like some I'm working all day type stuff. Like I was going to work, getting off of work, doing music, making freestyles, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I had just woke up randomly at 4:00 in the morning because I probably just fell asleep at 2, and my couch is very comfortable.
Sure.
So I woke up and I checked my phone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Ari Lennox seen this shit by now. Somebody mentioned me on Twitter like, you might need to check out her live because she just ditched you. Like somebody went and found me just to tell me that. I was like, what? So I went on live and
Did you screen record that?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
bro. That's motivation for me.
That's funny.
But ultimately, like I think outside of just of course like Ari Lennox dissed me or whatever. And I think she was fucking around. Like I don't think it was like no serious shit. Because I mean, like,
I wonder why she blocked you though. That's fucked up.
It seems like a very
she blocked-
personal attack.
It's like so I saw Ari Lennox come to my page and she liked some other shit, but she didn't like the video. So somebody asked me on Twitter, it was like, did Ari Lennox ever see this? And I was like, man, I think she straight up ignored me, man. She came to my page or whatever. Like I just told what happened.
Yeah.
And then that's when she got mad and blocked me and shit.
Ah, shit.
So like all that shit is covered in the video. But
Damn.
what that shit showed me, like even though like, it was like a detrimental time and I felt like really bad, like damn, like you know what I'm saying, like this is the artist I fuck with.
Yeah.
At the same time, it let me know like, nigga, that shit got to Shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was good enough to get there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she watched it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Long story short, so
And
Well, let
felt
me
some
ask,
type
do
of
you
way.
still listen to Ari Lennox?
I really like a lot of the music that she's been making lately.
It's
Like,
beautiful.
like I listen, but like I think like whatever like New Apartment, Break Me Off, whatever album that was, like LaFo or
No, that was her debut, Shea Butter Baby.
Shit Butter Baby, her first EP. It was like
Faux is that was
So I think like that was like peak Ari Lennox to me.
Oh, okay.
okay.
But of course I listened to Shea Butter Baby. I think that was a good project, but
Did you listen to this recent one?
I can't even say that I tapped into it. I listened to it a little bit, and I was just like, she doesn't love me.
It's a good. It's a good out.
It's like an ex, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn.
Didn't end well. Didn't end well.
That was just-
All right, Linux, unblock Slade the Supreme.
Oh, she already unblocked me. She unblocked me after she posted the video, but
okay.
you know what I'm saying? All right, Linux, love
Yeah, speak life to it. Speak life to it.
you. Love me. Be my baby mama. I proposed to her,
You proposed?
yeah, like 2014. I got a video of that too. 2014, like I had proposed to Shorty at the concert. I was just fucking around in the crowd though, but yeah, man.
That's crazy.
So you was all in. You been all in from the
Yeah,
jump.
man. That shit was crazy, man. Like when she was opening for Cole, like just on and shit. Like I knew who R. Lennox was. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah,
niggas,
that's dope.
Y'all niggas was late as hell. I was already on R. Lennox. You know what I'm saying?
Bros
Cash
in
Doll-
love.
Cash Doll is my baby now. I love Cash Doll.
Oh yeah, y'all. Yeah, I'm not mad at that either.
Catch down.
Actually,
So that situation spawned from the Instagram freestyles. How did you start seeing your buzz grow as you stay consistent with the freestyles?
I think like people just started gravitating towards it. So like from a number standpoint, I watched my like Instagram go from like 1.8K, and this is when I first started just like doing music, like solo.
Yeah,
And I was figuring things out. I think my like as far as like numbers, like Instagram went from 1.8K to like 5,000 in 3 months.
oh okay. So the consistency was paying off.
Yeah, so and then the album, when I dropped the album, like the numbers, like I had like 10K streams like first month.
Oh yeah,
Just on like Apple Music. So it's just like crazy numbers like immediately. And from like we getting 30K total streams on the album to 10K first month just on one platform. It was just like, yo, like what's going on?
people don't realize how the achievement that is.
Yeah.
To get 10,000 streams on a project that you did completely on your own, basically.
Yeah. And like, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of people like boosting their numbers and buying Spotify
streams and
packages all
shit.
that
All
like,
that bullshit.
with like in a world with all that shit is going on, it's like to know that you have somebody or like a group of people listen to something 10,000 plus times is fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a little baby.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy to even think about. Then like I drop merch, that shit sells out in a week. I
Yeah.
got 100 shirts, they gone.
Out of there.
It's like, oh, this is real.
Yeah, like, oh,
this-
I'm making money.
like,
I'm
this
making
ain't-
money from this now.
Yeah, like it's real. Like this is an actual attainable thing. Then you know what I'm saying, I don't want to jump. You know what I'm saying, I don't want to jump any questions that you had, but like then even going into like going on tour and we selling out shows.
Yeah, the Three's Company tour, right?
Yeah, we taking home 1,000 a night. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All awesome shit you came up with in your head.
Yeah, and it's like we didn't spend no money on that tour. We spent $75 to book one venue a piece. Like
Yeah.
we.
You did what, five shows? I think it was
We
five
were
cities.
supposed to do 6, but yeah, we ended up doing like 5 because
All throughout North Carolina, right?
yeah. We went and like believe it or not, like the tour is about to expand outside of North Carolina just off of what we did here. So I just got booked in Nashville. Had a date in Atlanta set up. We was going to LA, New York, just all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit and took the wind out of our sails, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, COVID was rough on a lot of people that was in the middle of their grind at
Yeah.
that time.
And I think that shit hurt me the most because it was like we was finally like it felt like niggas was finally.
It was in
figuring
like
shit
your
out.
grasp.
Yeah. I'm pissing off execs. People hit me up like, hey bro, like actual blue checks in my DMs, like, hey bro, I'm in an industry chat and like this shit pops off. Keep doing this. It's like all this shit is like working simultaneously and then it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
just stops.
Yeah.
So, kind of rewind just a little bit. A Quest Called Life. So you dropped Volume 1, 2019.
July 27, 2019.
So during that time, while you were making that music, how long did it take you to put that entire project together?
And that project came together in a course of maybe like 6 months.
Okay.
I say I got like the equipment and like some of the songs, they were like preconceived ideas.
Yeah.
But like when I was still in the group, but we ended up splitting this shit. I was just like, bruh, it's been like, cause I was used to dropping projects every single year.
Yeah.
Dang, my bad. But there was like, it was like, went through a little turmoil, whatever, a lot of tension and shit, ended up splitting up. And I was like, bro, I gotta do something. Like I gotta do something because I got a couple of things rolling right now. You know, people kind of paying attention. I need something out. I just, you know what I'm saying? I put my head down and just went to fucking work, bro. And ended up getting that shit finished. We was out of here.
Yeah, and I think you put a great project together, 6 months. Take It Away is probably one of my favorite songs you've ever made.
Yeah, that's my shit, man.
Yeah,
that shit is hard. So that was that the first project you kind of felt like you did? Was that the first project you did on your own, or you had already been producing, mixing, everything?
That was the first time I did all of that shit, from engineering to producing and everything. Like I picked up a couple things along the way, but it's just like I'm the type of person that if I can see somebody do something a number of times, it's like I can do that.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I could play in the NBA because like these niggas ain't doing shit but jumping and running. Like
Pretty much.
But of course, I didn't have the athleticism to do that shit. That's why I fell out of love with sports when I was in high school. It's just like, I'm not gonna fucking go pro.
Yeah.
But once I saw how shit was done and I saw how to chop records, it was like, nigga, I can do this.
Yeah. And that's kind of just like the confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched you perform at the neighborhood theater. Super dope show. You're a great performer. And that's kind of an art that a lot of people have lost in today's hip hop. As far as, you know, everybody rapping on backtracks and, you know, doing sing-alongs with their song.
Having bands with them.
Yeah. But
we had a band all through high school, too. That was one of the
that's
things.
tight.
Is that the 601 band?
601 the band, yeah.
That's a flex.
Those are my guys. Like, those are my boys. Like,
That's what I was kind of going to add, how that connection formed. But if this is just your homies?
we was in college, man, and I say, like, we had V, like, we picked up V. V knew the two other dudes, and, like, when we was in dope music, it was like, it's dope music. And just grinding, man. Like, they wanted to do music as a whole. Like that was a path that they were pursuing like, as musicians. And we had an art in which you can showcase your musician. People want to book us here and there and there and there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, like, let's get it together.
Yeah, so watching y'all perform at the neighborhood theater, I think that was back in June?
I think it was like end of May 26th.
May 26th.
It was still a little chilly.
So that was, that was super dope watching you perform with that band, and you could tell that y'all have a lot of chemistry together. Y'all probably done a lot of shows together.
Yeah, man. That was our first show in like 3 years though. Since COVID.
Since COVID, yeah. How'd it feel to be back on the stage?
For real.
Man, that wasn't my first time back on stage, but like
Just
all
with
of
the
us
band.
together,
Yeah.
it was just like, man, that shit was fucking crazy. Like, you gotta believe, like, when I was on the like outside just looking like they were about to call me up, like my legs were like wobbly, bro. Like I've never been
the nerves started hitting.
never been the type of person to be nervous.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. I was going through a whole bunch of shit. When I got on stage, I had my brothers with me. It was just like, it was the
Like
wave,
old
man.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Watching y'all perform. Yeah, I mean, it just takes a certain type of talent to put on that kind of show. Rap over the band, not forget your lyrics.
Nah, facts.
But like,
Facts.
I forgot a couple times, man, but I think I've done it.
Well, you play it off well.
Yeah. People don't even know.
And I was gonna ask you, where does that confidence come from? Because you're a very confident
You're a very
performer.
confident
Yeah, I mean, you
person.
got just in general, but you got like good stage presence. You interacting with the crowd. Does that just come from doing it, experience?
Man, like I said, bro, I'm just a regular nigga, man. And I'm looking out in the crowd, it's like everybody is a human being.
Yeah.
We're all human beings. I do this because this is what I love. The confidence comes from I know the talent. I know the music. I know what I got to do.
Yeah,
All you got to do is just execute it properly.
definitely did it.
Like I studied.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a experience. It's a knowledge.
Yeah.
And when you put your knowledge and your experience together, you have wisdom.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know how to perform. I've studied other performers. I studied J. Cole's performance. That's where a lot of my like performance art comes from. It's like watching J. Cole being stuck. My phone's not in my hand when I'm watching this because it's like, when I go to concerts, it's like, I'm there as a student. Like, of course I'm there as a fan, but I'm also a student. I'm watching everything that you do. And I say, I'm taking this from you. I'm taking this from you. I can't quite do that, but I put that in the back of my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I put this in the back of the backpack until I can, but it's just like I compass all that, and I'm taking from these great performers. Even going back, like bro, I watched so many Michael Jackson performances throughout my life.
Yeah, if you gonna watch a performer, that's the one.
Yeah.
Like Prince, I
Beautiful.
watched so many Prince performances, and no, I'm not gonna gyrate and have my ass out on stage.
You ain't
but
gonna do the moonwalk?
hell no, man. I wear sneakers, bro. I don't wear hard bottom shoes. But it's like I'm taking how they're encompassing the crowd. I'm taking how they're performing to, you know what I'm saying? Like they make moments with these people that came to see him. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't made a shorty pass out yet, but it's on the way.
It's on the list.
You know what I'm saying?
That's on the list.
Yeah.
We gotta check that one off the list.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, kind of what was the reception there? I mean, we were in a crowd. Everybody was rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was tuned in. That might have been one of the only performances where I didn't pull my phone out.
Yeah.
No disrespect to all the people, because everybody there was dope. But
That's a flex for sure.
I was super locked in on your performance. It was super dope. What kind of feedback did you get from that show after you were done?
And I guess a lot of people liked it. I found out when I got off stage, like something was going on with my mic, and like some people couldn't hear, like if you were in specific spaces. But it's like, you know, like I brought people there.
Yeah.
And that's really
Brought
important
heads
when
in.
like you're performing and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like you need to make sure you have people that know your music already there, because if not, it's just like you're dependent on a crowd that's gonna be unconnected. Like it's already a crowd that you're not connected with.
Yeah.
But like just studying like psychology as a whole, it's like, you know, I didn't go to school for psychology. I went to school for like justice studies, but just knowing like different psychology and shit, you understand that a lot of people are going to follow what other people do.
Oh yeah.
And like the majority of people are like they have a follower trait in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In every instance, everybody can say, like in this whole room, like everybody's been a follower of something. You know what I'm saying? My man got Bapes on. It's like you probably saw somebody else do that first, and then like, oh, I like that.
Yeah,
and you
for sure.
You got, you see what I'm saying? So when you got people that are already there, you know they're gonna bring the energy that you need. A lot of other people just gonna go with it because it's like, oh, okay, well this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? You know when you be in the club, everybody's standing around. All of a sudden, that one nigga just start jigging.
Now everybody dancing.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That shit changes a lot. So that's one of the things I like. I like to have people, like my people there. Like I never shortchange a show, man. Even if it's some shit that I'm not getting paid for. It's like, I want to bring people out. And it's like, you're going to make the money later.
Yeah, the money will come.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
money
saying?
will come. The money will come.
Yeah. But, yeah. I don't know if I answered your question. But
I will take it. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
yeah. Great detailed answer.
Yeah. So, A Quest Called Life Volume 3 dropped July 28th.
July 28th. Yes, sir.
How do you think you've grown since Volume 1?
Man, I think that was a callback to Volume 1. Like, I think like during the pandemic when I dropped Volume 2, it was like I was like hit searching. Like I wanted something to pop. And like a lot of those records, although they did encompass a lot of like energy or like life experiences, was like I wanted something to pop. I wanted to be on the radio. I wanted, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something to work in this mainstream microwave pop society.
Yeah.
And while I did get a joint on my hometown radio, it's just like that music didn't like feel like the way Volume 1 felt.
I got you.
So I definitely wanted to encompass like you got some bops as well as encompassing like the feeling of Volume 1, and the feeling of like it's like I'm pouring my soul out.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, man. I searched a lot of deep places. Like it was a lot of therapy for that album.
Very personal album.
Yeah.
Super personal.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of talent to put, exactly how you feeling in music. A lot of people struggle to do that.
Yeah.
Seems like it's pretty easy for you. But
I won't say it's easy, man. I go through a lot of like different feelings. Like I watch, like you ever like watch a movie and like sometimes it's like you relate with this movie so much and it's like it make you think of your own experience. A lot of times that's why we cry at movies, because we're relating it to our own personal experiences. I just took that feeling of you can relate to this in this, that, and the third, and I encompassed it in the album, man. I wanted people to like feel. I don't want you to listen to my music and just just be nodding your head and it's like you can't concentrate. Like I want you to feel something.
Yeah, I feel.
Right.
And it's like going back to what I said in the first thing. It's like I want people to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like when I listened to that shit and I felt something physically in my body.
You had heart palpitations
Yeah,
to T-Pain and Justin Timberlake.
Something I can't believe it.
It's like, oh, like I want people to feel, like I want it to encompass your mind that much that you feel something.
Yeah.
Like that's why I make music.
And I think that's a true talent in making music. I
mean, maybe y'all can attest to it better than I can, but I think I did that. Like I think I encompassed that feeling of whatever was in volume 1. Like I don't know because I wasn't concentrating. Like I think I make the best music when I'm not concentrating on making something.
Yeah.
Like specific. Like all that
where
music,
it's just happening.
the music just came about.
Yeah.
Like I felt some shit. I heard some shit that made me feel this way. I just wrote it down.
That's the best music.
And I think you made a great piece of work. I mean, it's a great album.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
And I don't know, it's inspiring to see somebody that, because you've been doing it for a while and you seem like you just keep getting better. Yeah. And I that's probably just the work that you're putting in. I mean, so how's the reception been on Volume 3?
People love this shit. I'm still trying to find, like, navigating this new marketing shit, playing with algorithms and all that shit. Like, it was way easier Volume 1. Like, it was way easier to get shit out. It was way easier to make a group meet with 250 people and say, hey, post this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People got their own little
group me. That's a blast from the past.
Nah, for real. Yeah. It's been a minute. Do you have a favorite song on there?
Man,
personally?
all my music is my babies. Like, even though I just said, like, you know, I wanted to encompass this, that, and the third, I don't look at none of my songs differently. Like, all these shits mean something to me.
Right.
Some way, shape, or form. So I really can't pick. I think, like, I say this all this, like, it's easier for me to, like, break down things into categories, like what's my most emotional song or what song makes me feel, et cetera, like, than to pick a favorite. It's like I love all these shits, man, and every time I listen back to the album, I got a different favorite song of that day. So it's like that's how I know I don't really have a favorite.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So what started the title and the volumes?
Of course.
Where did you get it from?
I don't know. I think I might have just said that shit one day, and it was like Eureka. But ultimately, life is a quest. Like, like I fuck with Tribe Called Quest, but that's not where it really came from.
It's a good flip on the name, though.
Yeah.
So would you say in each volume is the different quests that you've conquered through life, or is the final thoughts or just coming to moments that you've come to after you've gotten through that one quest?
I say a lot of shit is based off of past experiences, but I don't think the quest, like the volumes, really like outline the quest, because it's like a lot of shit that I pulled from in Volume 3 happened before a lot of the shit in Volume 1. The dedication was like, that was shit I was going through at that point in time. Take It Away, shit I was going through at that time.
Yep.
The Vent Part 4, shit I was going through at that time. It's just like, you know, and then like shit on this album was like it's a lot of old shit where I discuss, like, you know what I'm saying, my homies getting killed and how I wanted to kill niggas. It's like all that shit is like circa 2013.
Yeah.
Shanae's interlude, Chanel's interlude, Part 1 and Part 2. That shit's like 2018.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I think I just call it a quest called life because it's all like a collection of life experiences is how like I market it. Like all this shit is just a collection of my life experiences. And like I finally get to tell these stories and bring life to them. Yeah. My stomach's going crazy.
So kind of what do you have, and of course you ain't got to tell us if you want to, but what do you have planned as far as creative pieces to go with this album as you keep, because you do a good job of continuing to promote your album. Yeah. You know, a lot of people drop music and then they're like, all right, on to the next one. But you did a good job. You do a good job just continuously promoting. Yeah, man. So I believe in like promoting things for at least half the time that you spend working on them.
Oh,
okay.
Good time.
Oh, it's been like 2 years since that that album since my last album. So it's just like I'm definitely about to spend it next year. But
That's a good song.
man, I'm gonna create like a piece of content, like reels and shit and TikToks and all this shit that was never necessary before. But I want to like do a piece for every last song on the album. I'm considering dropping a deluxe. I'm considering it. I won't say
You should.
it's like set in stone, but I got a couple songs that just wasn't finished at the time that the album. It just didn't fit into like the story spectrum and shit. Because I think I did a good job of encompassing like a actual story throughout this album.
Definitely.
But just content. I want to shoot a couple music videos, man. But it's like I don't like doing features for the simple fact it's like hard getting niggas like in physical form.
Yes, it is.
to do
Very.
shit, but I'm working on it, man. Working on it.
So the Quest Chronicles, I saw you posted.
Yeah, so,
that's kind of the rollout.
Yeah, that's like that was like me trying to create content for each one. So like that's something that I hope to continue until like
The first one was dope. I like the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah, man. And I believe it or not, I did all that video work myself, man. All the
Nice.
effects and shit.
Yeah.
Man. I respect what you do, man.
Thank you. I respect what you do.
A lot of work.
For sure.
So kind of, what do you have planned for the rest of this year, other than the Quest Chronicles, of course,
Yeah,
and
we're
then
in fourth quarter.
and 2024?
I'm hoping to, you know what I'm saying, get back out on the road. I got a couple shows like in limbo, but I want to I'm trying to get back with the guys. The guys been like I was pretty much the last one to come out, but as far as my guys like Dre and Brody, they want to get back on the road, man. I'm trying to get back on the road too. So
Trying to get back to it.
yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
World finally getting somewhat back to normal.
You know, I'm a little on the fritz because they keep talking about like COVID might come back, and I can't go through that depressive state, man, again.
Nah, yeah, I definitely feel it.
So I might just be like, fuck it, fuck COVID, let me catch it.
Whoa.
So you didn't catch it the first round?
No,
I had
Hey,
about,
me, blood of Jesus.
I had about 3 times. I was outside still.
I had it once and that was enough.
man, crazy.
Anybody else have any?
I hate being sick, bro. Like,
Bro, what?
I turn into a big ass baby when I'm sick, man.
That shit pissed me off.
I don't know, man. My thing was I just felt like everybody was gonna get that shit either way, so I was just outside. Fuck it.
That's
I don't know.
It just COVID just
I
showed
took the
people
vaccine
nasty.
and
I was not forced to, but strongly advised to by my job.
I feel it, man. I took it. I'm by myself. I ain't have a job at the time. I do miss that COVID money though. That money,
Oh,
was
the stimmies.
the stimmy.
unemployment, nigga. That shit was.
Oh, the
Oh, shit.
unemployment.
That was. Hey, look, man. The government was paying me to make music.
Hey,
Boy,
boy.
too. Thank you to the government. I was applying for jobs too.
Yeah. I like the fact that you took that in there. Now, I was applying for jobs as well.
Yeah, I was applying for jobs.
Yeah, man. Anybody else have any questions?
No, but you did a great job leading this. I just want to say that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, definitely a great question. You definitely did your research, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to. I was excited for this one. You probably one of my you up there in far as North Carolina rappers for me as of right now. So
For sure, man. But it sounds like I ain't number one, so I'm putting you in the same boat as Jabril.
hell. That's fine. That's fine.
Tanner
That's fine.
album
10 years-
confirmed.
Yeah, 10 years from now when you on Breakfast Club or something like that and you doing some kind of big ass tour, just be like, man, it's one kid, it's one dude, Tanner, man. I went on his
Last-minute
podcast.
The album.
and these niggas said I was in the top of the
said.
Carolina artist.
Right. Tanner said.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Is there anything that we didn't cover or talk about that you wanna say?
No, man, you did a good job of covering everything. You asked me questions about my life and shit, and my man did a good job.
Yeah,
of,
he did. He did.
Just like, a lot of shit I forgot about. Like, damn, then you know more than me. But yeah, man, A Quest Called Life Volume 3 out right now. Go get that. Go listen
Yes,
to
sir.
the whole entire thing because it's the whole entire experience. You know what I'm saying?
The story.
Yeah, man.
Fan of the story, right?
But I'm outside of that shit, like, I don't really know that much about what Tanner does, but I really love the fucking album.
Oh, thank you.
I love like watching your work. I see a lot of shit you do with Chino and like different artists. Scene for some reason, like my shit was stuck on like the Jags Hine video that you just did. So I watched
Oh,
that
word.
shit
Preach.
like
Yeah.
47,000 times.
That was dope. Thank you, though. Thank
Shout
you.
out Jay
man,
Hines.
I'm a big
For sure.
fan of everything that y'all do, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you want to take some of that burden of sound engineering off of me, I would love to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah,
that
we
ain't
need that
nothing
now.
but a yeah. That's easy.
A convo in a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina, you got anything? Yet? You got any questions?
Are you going to continue volume 4 or is it going to pivot into something different?
I'm not sure, man. I think I'm just focused on right now. But it is a series that I do want to keep going. But I don't know, I don't know where my mind will take me on the next, go around. It just seemed like, you know what I'm saying, making this shit a trilogy was just right. You know?
Yeah.
But who knows, man? I don't know what it's called when you do 4 parts to a
I
story.
don't think you do.
I was like, is that name?
I think you wrap it up at 3.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can make a new one.
It
But-
sounds like I need to be different then.
Trust
yeah,
me.
you
Trust
make a
me.
new
If you do a 4, we gonna listen. Don't worry. You ain't gotta worry about that. But I don't know. The trilogies just work out better. Plus, I think you told a complete
Tell
story.
your story, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
dope.
think I did.
Great album. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all go get that.
Great album, great artist. We got Slade the Supreme in the building. Last Minute Podcast. Thank you for definitely coming through.
you for
It's been
having me.
been a great interview. Definitely been dope to hear more about you. I think we maybe had like one convo, but it's just been cool to hear really like your story because you have a good story. I didn't even know really about the battle rap background, and that, you know I'm a fan of that. So definitely keep doing your thing. Make sure you run his album, et cetera, and yeah, you're welcome back here anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.
for sure. We have one last segment of our interviews that we do. Excuse me. Called the Last Minute Questions. And so for a minute, we're going to go around the table and ask you questions very quickly. So we need you to respond very fast.
All right, bet.
Cool.
These yes and no questions.
Nah, these are detailed questions.
God,
Yeah. Let me pull
It's
up
as short as you make it.
my John.
I always do like a excellent job of over explaining shit. So I don't know how fast.
That's
I
okay.
Feel that.
That's a good thing,
You
though.
gotta let people know.
I feel that. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Favorite J. Cole song?
God, no. Start over, man.
I'm restarting your time.
Yeah, start over. I know the answer to this. I just had to search my mind for the actual song. But go ahead. Start
All
over.
right, here we go.
Start over.
Let's run this. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Favorite J. Cole song?
Head buster.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
Dream collaboration.
J. Cole.
Okay.
What's your Zaxby's order?
5-piece wings and things.
Oh, okay. Oh,
What flavor?
Okay. Yeah, what flavor?
Sweet and spicy. Yeah.
Favorite color?
Red.
Birthday.
July 27.
Oh no.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, nice. Okay. What's one of the most interesting smells?
Cucumbers.
Yeah, 'cause it ain't got one.
Then no, it do
Low key.
Yeah.
It stank.
I always like cucumber flavored
things.
women
Oh.
shit.
Cucumber flavor of women. That's a quote.
I'm not mad at
Go
that.
ahead,
Talk
take
about
that.
like lotions and
This nigga's crazy.
Hey, that's a quote.
favorite
That's a
favorite
quote.
season.
Fall. Like the fall. That's dressing season.
Favorite Jordan.
Jordan 6 is my favorite to wear. Jordan 4 my favorite look.
Okay.
Fair. What's your favorite NBA player and team?
My favorite team is the Heat. My favorite player is LeBron.
Last questions from
Favorite Bible verse.
John 1:1 in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God.
I know that's right.
Skip me for a second. Go ahead.
what's your dream car?
Either a 95 Impala or a 1970 Chevy Corvette.
Oh, he on the old school.
Nice.
Favorite place you performed?
I say believe it or not, I can't remember the Evening Muse. That was my favorite place to perform.
Oh yeah, that's a
okay.
dope
It is
venue.
nice.
Noda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
Noda.
love the Evening Muse. That was like the first tour stop, and that shit blew my mind.
That was a joint. You opened up for Chino, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Chino, I think Chino might have been on that show. Nah, Chino wasn't on that show.
Okay. I might be
But
thinking.
that was like tour show.
Okay. Never mind.
Neighborhood Theater was where I opened for Chino.
No, it was one. It was in like a. It was
You
on
talking about the
Central.
warehouse?
No, it was on Central. It was like not a church, but it was like.
No, you talking about the warehouse, Studio 1212.
No. It was on Central. I just remember Chino was on the lineup. You was on the lineup. It was like a stage. It looked like kind of like a gym.
Oh no, that was the Culture 4. That was my.
That's what I'm okay. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the last stop on the tour. That was right before COVID hit. And
Okay.
killed my whole
Yeah.
entire life, and it made me want to kill myself. Oh no. But we back from that.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
We fought through that.
Amen. Solid answers from Slade the Supreme. And again, like I said, we appreciate you coming through. Solid interview. And all minds and hearts clear.
I'm good.
All right.
Anything else you want to tell the people?
Yes,
Slade?
facts.
I have to pee really bad right now.
Well, we're about to end it right now.
We're about to wrap this up.
Thank you for tuning to Last Minute Podcast. Make sure you follow Big Tina at Entry We Trust. Make sure you follow Tanner at Play to Play Records. Make sure you follow me at Zebo.g, the Zebo page, Zebo NC, and the podcast page, the Last Minute Podcast. Make sure you follow Slade the Supreme at
Slade the Supreme.
Boom. Shout out to our sponsors, MAMACITAS Food Truck, Libations Mobile Bar, and Ensemble Stage. If you use the promo code Zebo, you can get 15% off 2 adult tickets in Benton, North Carolina. Make sure you tune into Zebo's Boombox, where you can find your next favorite NC artists on Spotify and Apple Music. And wherever you are, make sure you're running music video streams. Make sure you run album streams. Make sure you're supporting your local artists in your town, in your area, et cetera, et cetera. And make sure you go get Slade the Supreme's new project and run that thing up. And
Absolutely.
and yeah, so all right, last words.
Bananas.
Cucumber.
Swag is more important than life. Oh, was I supposed to say one word?
No, you're fine. And I support that. Yes.
I said cucumber.
We out.
Oh, we out.
Oh, Tanner. All right, we out. No,
We out.
Okay.
But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Oh, Zebo TV, North Carolina. Yeah.